Want to speak real Portuguese from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at PortuguesePod101.com.
Oi gente, hi everyone, Paloma here. Today we're going to learn top 10 reasons to learn Portuguese. A minha família vem de lugar onde esse idioma é falado. My family comes from a place where the language is spoken. So if your family comes from Brazil or Portugal or Mozambique and Angola, you might know some Portuguese, and that's the reason you want to learn Portuguese. You could also say, eu estou aprendendo português porque todo mundo na minha família fala. I'm learning Portuguese because everyone in my family also speaks. É parte dos meus estudos na faculdade. It's part of my university studies. If you're getting a degree in languages, in Portuguese we say letras or letters. Eu estou estudando letras português e inglês. I'm learning languages Portuguese and English. Esse idioma é útil no meu trabalho. The language is useful for my job. Many international companies have business with Latin America, and the difficulty is because all around Latin America people speak Spanish and only Brazil speaks Portuguese. So you might need Portuguese actually to negotiate with your Brazilian clients. Eu tive que aprender português para fechar o negócio. I had to learn Portuguese to close a deal. Eu adoro viajar. I love traveling. I think this is the nicest reason because you learn the language and then you got to use it in the country. If you're planning to travel around Brazil or even Latin America, you might want to learn a little Portuguese just to, be able to walk around Brazilian cities. Eu adoro viajar e mês que vem eu vou para o Brasil. I love traveling and next month I'm going to Brazil. Eu moro do lado de país que fala essa língua. I live next to a country speaking that language. So in Brazil, the case would be Spanish-speaking countries like Argentina or Bolivia or Uruguay. Especially in the borders between the countries, it's very common for people to speak Portuguese and also Spanish. Eu falo português porque eu sempre vou para lá. Fica perto de onde eu moro. I speak Portuguese because I always go there. It's near where I live. Eu moro em país que fala o idioma. I live in a country that speaks the language. If you're coming to Brazil and you don't want to learn Portuguese, you may also end up learning Portuguese because people are so friendly, and especially if you're a foreigner, they will always want to speak to you and teach you a little Portuguese, especially nice phrases and, this kind of expressions we use a lot in Brazil. Eu moro no Brasil há 3 anos e falo português fluentemente. I've been living in Brazil for 3 years now and I speak Portuguese fluently. Eu quero conversar com a família do meu companheiro na língua deles. I want to speak to my partner's family in their language. So if you're marrying a Brazilian woman or a Brazilian man, you might need to learn Portuguese because their family will be so curious about you that you have to explain so much things that if you don't speak the language, it will be a little hard to talk to them. Eu fui para casa da família do meu esposo e eles ficaram me ensinando português. I went to my husband's family house and they were teaching me Portuguese. Eu quero entender as minhas músicas, filmes e programas de TV favoritos. I want to understand my favorite songs, movies and TV shows. If you like bossa nova or samba, for example, it would be so much nicer to know the language to understand everything that the singers are talking about. Eu assisti Tropa de Elite em português e entendi todinho. I watched Elite Squad in Portuguese and understood everything. Eu estou aprendendo o idioma para impressionar alguém. I'm learning the language to impress someone. Usually you do that for your girlfriend or boyfriend, and I think Portuguese is a very romantic language. Eu estou aprendendo português para poder me declarar para ele. I'm learning Portuguese to be able to say my love to him. É idioma lindo. It's a beautiful language. One of the most beautiful parts of Brazilian Portuguese are the different accents and also all the expressions we have to say different things. Eu adoro ouvir música em português. É uma língua tão linda. I love to hear songs in Portuguese. It's such a beautiful language. Okay, Woofing, the end. That's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching and I hope to see you in our next video. Bye, bye. Tchau. Ele já mora há 3 anos no Brasil e explica português. I'm conjugating English verbs.